Welcome, 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 trivalent beings of spirit, mind, and body. Time for the Ask Doc Alkebulanese Solutions Show, sponsored by Prometheus Reborn Universal Foundation, also known as Proof. Its mission is to spread the trivalent understanding noetics, featuring stand-up philosophy that includes anthropology, psychology, biology, metaphysics, medicine, psychodrama, comedy, and music through a genre called edutainment, educating while entertaining, coined by KRS-One. The host of this wonderful show is Dr. Kwaku L. Carlisle Woods, RN, MD, MED-D1, and myself, co-host, Dr. Hamida Rockman Woods, MED, PhD, MED-D2. Well, Aquaba. I have the PH.
I have the M.
We both have D's. That makes us Doc Squared. The title of today's show is And Then There Was Light.
Ooh, boy, do we have a show for you that's based on truth and reality. But first, the Hip Hope Trio. Oh my God, Hip Hope Trio plus edutainment experience. We just did a performance Sunday, and there's going to be much more about this in just a few moments. We did the show at Twinsburg Community Center in Twinsburg.
Imagine that.
Yeah, that's it. Jack and Jill's of America. Black Family Day. Hot dog. Know before you go. Now listen to this. Know before you go. Know what before you go where? We
About your family.
We will go deeper into this, as
Their
I
family.
just said. Know before you go. And there was the event and all that good stuff. Food and fellowship, honored heritage and roots. Dr. Kwaku Carlisle Woods, honoring our heritage and roots. That's us with the Hip Hop Trio Plus. 3:45, we were there to do it. Now, we also have an edutainment experience in Columbus scheduled for this September. Get your space.
Oh, that's a
now.
different slide. Thank
Yes,
you. You can just let that down.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Boy, do we have a story for y'all tonight, and revolves around our edutainment experience in Twinsburg, as I just stated. This is with Erie Shores chapter of Jack and Jill of America. Now, unlike the Boys and Girls Club, or even Scouting, which I experienced as a Cub Scout, a Boy Scout, an Explorer Scout, and then I joined the military and went in the Army, which is a continuation, believe it or not, of Scouting. But Jack and Jill of America was started in 1938 by Marcia Stubbs Thomas. She's an Alkebulanese mother who, along with a bunch of other Alkebulanese women, they wanted to give their children appreciation of cultural heritage.
You can bring that up now.
Leadership, training in science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. Because after Reconstruction ended and Jim Crow, the black codes limited our children's exposure to these particular areas, which would allow a full exploration of their abilities and gifts. Somebody didn't want our children to have a full exploration of their abilities and gifts. Who benefited from our children not having the full exploration of their abilities and gifts? Well, pink people, number one, but, and this will be explored later on during the show, Alkebulanese leadership also experienced loss of authority as the people under them became more and more knowledgeable and understanding. Dr. Susan Roebuck invited us to edutain, and her husband's warm personal greeting was prefaced by a warm handshake, as he said with sincerity, as I said who I was. "Oh, I know you. I watch your podcast," with a smile on his face. The 25-minute drive from Mount Pleasant here in Cleveland to Recreation Center in Twinsburg was rewarded by 20 or 30 children tended by 8 to 10 mothers and maybe 6 or so males. That included a very, very talented DJ. Oh yeah, the boy was hot, he was good, and he put the music on righteously.
And you can bring that down.
The main room was large, well lit, with 10 to 15 large tables surrounded by chairs occupied by a portion of the crowd. There were appetizers available as well as a large lunch with desserts later on. The Hip Hop Trio Plus was seated at a front table with
The Hip Hop Trio Plus.
Yes, indeed. Hip Hop, not hip hop. It's got
right,
hop
get
down
it
there. I know it's written hop, and I know it's hope. Okay, the Hip Hop Trio Plus was seated at a front table with Dr. Roebuck, and a fun-filled event was expected by all. It was about 2:45 p.m. on Sunday. After the children had almost an hour and a half of lessons and games involving Alkebulanese history.
No, not that one. Number 4.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
Number 4.
All right, you getting close. Absolutely, it ain't there, it ain't gotta be. They did lessons and games involving Alkebulanese history and achievements. And after they finished with an hour and a half of that, it was our turn to perform. Hot dog. And we took the stage with our customary energy and enthusiasm.
Okay.
We went through our normal routine of introducing my wife, then Shelly Kay, before attempting to continue the show, only to be halted by Shelly Kay, who had to remind me, and this is part of our act, that I need to introduce me. I went through my normal, my grandmama told me, boy, she called me boy. You see, I got 9 sisters, so when she said boy, everybody knew she was talking to me. Before you listen to anybody tell you anything you're going to be using for your own betterment, you first need to ask yourself, just who is that sucker, and why should they know something that'll benefit me? That's what I start off most of my talks with, and I saw this as an occasion to use it again. So I did. And I explained my birth, my childhood, and at least a part of the special abilities that St. Louis Department of Education said that I possessed, and went about training me to use them. We introduced the trivalent understanding noetics and mentioned knowing versus understanding, and that each of us should learn as much as we can so that when we die, we can bring or take that learning to heaven or a war as part of our spirit when we return to the reality we originally inhabited. Right about that time, we introduced the song, "This is the World We Live In," to illustrate humanity's journey in this world. And we're going to do the same thing right now.
Okay.
This is the world we live in. Hot dog, y'all.
This is the world we live in. You can choose to transcend it. This is the world we live in. You can choose to transcend it. This is the world we live in. You can choose to transcend it. Life has a purpose before we even came to existence. Everybody had a mission that we said we had to do. Beg the Most High to come back so that we can serve and fulfill what we said we here to do. But no, life isn't easy like that. We came into this world with a bunch of challenges, but luckily enough, the Most High got us search the unknown. This is the world we live in. You can choose to transcend it. This is the world we live in. You can choose to transcend it. Taught to obey, given paths to follow, not based on you. It's all kind of hollow. Your own understanding is best for your being. It's all about knowing. It's all about seeing that you. God sees the best. You believe it's all in your hands. Don't be deceived.
Well, I got a few questions, cause I really been guessing. What would you do if you really knew you? We're on a mission.
Teaching you to listen.
Make images of what you hear.
Listening to spirit.
Not mind.
It hears it from what I feel.
Not near.
To the power of you release.
This is the world we live in. You can choose to transcend it. This is the world we live in. You can choose to transcend it. You can choose.
You can choose to transcend it. We're not going to go there. And now that I'm thinking about it, maybe it was the song that led to the next situation that we encountered. After that song, we started to address spirit, mind, body interaction
Imagine that. That
and
should be 7.
relationship. I was just getting into how your spirit, mind, and body coordinate your being when this loud female voice interrupted the presentation with complaints about what was being said. Within 20 seconds, our microphones were turned off and the DJ told us that he had been directed to end our performance. The person who initiated this disruption took the floor as we stepped out into another space to wait to talk to her by Dr. Susan Roebuck's request. As we waited, the lady who had interrupted our performance took the floor and directed the people assembled there to pray with her. I did not know at that time that she was a minister and was the minister to about 3/4 to even more of the females who worked in this Jack and Jill's organization. She directed a prayer that seemed to be directed toward advising the audience that what we were sharing was derogatory toward the families and their heritage. Thereafter, she came into the space where we, Hip Hop Trio, Dr. Susan Roebuck, and a young minister who said he was also a teacher, were waiting to speak with her about what she thought that was said that was offensive to the group. As the instigator joined our group, I immediately asked what her problem was. She immediately said with anger and aggression, "You told them that their imagination was God, and I opposed that." No, I didn't. As I do in every illustration, I tell people to close their eyes and imagine they're on a desert, and then after I take them through several different sensations that they would feel on that desert, I tell them to open their eyes because they have just been using their spirit. Your spirit visualizes, your spirit imagines, your spirit, this is documented, this is proven. We have been looking in the mind for an engram for about 3 decades. Haven't found it because it doesn't exist there. And I explain to the people how they function. Your spirit comes up with an image, sends it to your mind. Your mind finds a meaning for that image and sends it to your body. Do I stay? Do I go? Do I eat? Do I sleep? Do I run? Do I exercise? What do I do? Based on the meaning of the image the spirit sent to my mind. Mm-hmm. That's how human beings work. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, I explained that I did not say what she said. I said. And everybody else agreed, no, that's not what he said. She responded with, well, that's what I thought, as if what she thought was correct and proper, even if what she thought never occurred. And it didn't. She went on to demand that I take off the sunglasses that were part of my costume. Take off those sunglasses so I can look you in the eye. And I'm saying this like she said it, with her lips just like this. And I'm thinking, this woman is acting insane. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. And nobody here seems to recognize the insanity. She has admitted that what she thought wasn't what I said. Mm-hmm. And she later went out and said, I don't care if it's not what you said. Mm-hmm. Okay. She went on to demand that I take off the sunglasses as part of my costume so she can look me in the eye. I refused, not wanting to give in to any of her demands. We were in a 6x8 space right off the main reception room. And after I refused to remove my glasses, this woman, weighing close to 200 pounds, stepped within 6 to 10 inches of my face, obviously trying to initiate a physical struggle, which my wife intercepted and asked that she step back to a more appropriate distance. It was just about then that the arrogant, angry female left the discussion. She left the group, and the young minister started a conversation about his desire not to involve children with discussions regarding life versus death.
Imagine that. Wow.
Or more specifically, why we go through life and end it with death. You don't want your children to understand?
It's not there? It's number 8.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Thank you.
Children route through life ends with death. This is truth. It is the major truth on which human life is based.
Eckhart Tolle is the one that quoted that you are the universe expressing itself as a human for a little while.
For a little while. And she did not want, he, this is the minister talking about death. He didn't want children to understand this. I could see absolutely no benefit of that, especially since children have no fear of death. They don't think about death. This is not in their mindset. This is not in their spiritual dimensions. Mm-hmm. They are thinking about totally different things that have nothing whatsoever to do with what this minister / teacher was afraid of. And this has been proven over and over and over and over and over. Okay. We explained to the minister that, number one, no child is worried, concerned, or frightened by the aspects of living a life until it's over. Number two, we explained we have been teaching these concepts to children ever since Coach Sam Ritigliano's Aiming Higher program. We have had glowing reports.
Imagine that. Go back to the Coach Ritigliano.
Yes.
That is number 6. Thank you.
Okay.
No, 6. You were right.
That's it.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Right. Now, this is us with Coach Sam's Aiming Higher program. We've had glowing reports and recommendations from children's parents, teachers, and written letters of support from the head or CEO of Cleveland Public Schools. And Coach Sam Ritigliano's Aiming Higher program endorsed our education curriculum and performances. When we first came to them, they was teaching at about 2 schools. When we left, we were teaching at about 6. And everybody was loving it. They used to use us as the punishment. If a child acted...
Not the organization itself,
no.
there was few teachers.
Excuse me. Yeah. Let me explain. If there was a child that was acting bad or incorrectly, they would tell him, you better straighten up or we won't let you go to aiming higher. We won't let you go to Doc Square and talk. And that usually caused children to act much better because they enjoyed coming to see us. Let us not even mention the awards, recommendations, and appreciation that have come in the last few years.
Go to number 9.
But they were obviously not moved by any of those facts and histories. They were only concerned with their own thoughts, feelings, and fears were reflected. Not at all. Look at all of those things. And they had all of this. We talked about all of this. They had nerve enough to talk to me about the woman who was giving all the complaining. She went to a HBCU, so she should know what she's talking about. That's what they said.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. Oh, I didn't know who said it. I just heard it. My face was not pointing in that direction. She said she should be listened to because she went to an HBCU. Not at all noting the fact that I did also, in addition to going to Harvard, University of Kentucky, Webster University, and several other schools. She did not care. This was not about truth. This was not about logic, effectiveness. Instead, this organization, whose base should be first understanding the reality that our young must face, then equipping them with the images and the concepts necessary to overcome the challenges this reality presents. In the specific areas of science, technology, engineering, art, and math. That's what Jack and Jill documentation says they're supposed to be doing. Did you notice any religious or spiritual preference or authority in that reading of what Jack and Jill is supposed to be about? Did you? Anybody?
Nope.
Nope, I didn't either. But that was what she wanted to bring up as a point that I was supposed to be causing not just disruption, but a certain degree of malfeasance. But the really disappointing portion of this whole evening was that none of the other moms corrected, opposed, or criticized the obviously incorrect person who was going off on how she felt.
Number 10, please.
Not what I said or did. I did not realize that she was the pastor of most of the females there. This is what you're supposed to be doing. Calling out what we call humanal behavior. This is non-humanistic behavior. This is what pink people have, not just a history, they have a proud tradition of being humanal. And this woman who was going off of how she felt, not what I said or did, she is a perfect example of our humanity's biggest challenge. It's groups of people not challenging one of their leaders when they incorrectly evaluate, hear, or say something that misleads the whole group. That is something I already said this, called humanal. And no one noticed, recognized, or calling them out.
Greetings, woo woo. Happy you joined us today.
We're so glad you're there. Yo!
And everyone else that we can't see. Greetings.
Absolutely. Now, unfortunately, this person is planting a crop that she wants these parents and children to harvest. It's called the grapes of wrath. They're often planted by parents, substitutes, peers, siblings. Boy, you better not, girl, you can't be, don't be, I tell you. They place fear in a child on saying, doing, or acting in ways that the sower of the seeds for these grapes of wrath think may be harmful. But unfortunately, the problem is what they think is usually destructive. And they have been trained to think destructively and to plant these seeds of the grapes of wrath. That was what slavery was all about. Planting within our own spirits images of ourselves as evil, crooked, lying, sinful, bad things. And looking for those bad, sinful, evil things has become a full-time job for many people. But this woman's part-time job is to sow the grapes of wrath so these children grow up incomplete, fearful, angry. But let's just let you listen to the hip hop trio give you the full treatment as we perform Grapes of Wrath.
Babies coming to this world, not a season. Even if we don't, they know the reasons. And the one who sends them, gives them gifts to curb. Tells them, children, take your time, but do not tarry. You will all arrive but naked, endowed to make it. You should have everything you need when you get there. But you should never have to eat the grapes of wrath. You should never have to eat the grapes of wrath. God sent babies, they don't know how we are divided. If they did to send them, never would have been decided. Red and brown, black and white, is how we mark them. Rich and poor, high or low, is how we start them. Why do we make those distinctions when we don't have an inkling of what each child will bring, how they'll share? We just take their gifts and crush like we don't care. Then we send them out to harvest the grapes of wrath. Yes, we send them out to harvest the grapes of wrath. They should never have to eat the grapes of wrath. They should never have to eat the grapes of wrath. So we all get in line for a young one. Some will grab 12, some will get none. And the children chose by rich ones will be pampered, while the children left to poor ones will be hampered. Why do we act like such heathens when every known religion teaches us each and every child is in our care? But we just take their gifts and crush them like we don't care. Then we send them out to harvest the grapes of wrath.
Yes, we send them out to harvest. Yes, we send them out to harvest.
Yes, we send them out to harvest the grapes of wrath. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Wow. Okay. That's what these children were sent out to gather. That is what this person wanted to afflict them with.
Imagine that.
Not
Imagine
understanding, not learning, not growth, fear. And they did not want these children to understand why they're here, what they're supposed to be doing here, and what they're supposed to leave here with. Okay, we faced a really human, normal person. Though several women at the event apologized to my wife for the conflict, interruption, and halting of our edutainment experience. But the very best part of our experience at the Erie Shores Jack and Jill chapter event is that no one who attended that event is going to recall it as normal, regular, or without significance. All will remember it as special, unique, and significant because of the chaos it caused in their leaders. For that one gift, I am forever thankful to the Most High God and the ancestors, and I will continue to announce not my accomplishments or awards, but simply the fact that the Lord is calling with understanding. You can accept or reject it as you choose, to be more or less than you can be. And we're going to end with exactly that. We have this song called The Lord is Calling. And we're going to play that for you right now. Listen, which means make pictures of the meaning of the words.
And the people cried out by reason of their affliction. And the Lord God said, I will send a messenger with my word of truth and life. Let he that hath an ear, let him listen.
Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. How many children is down to follow me? Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. How many children is down to follow me? Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. How many children is down to follow me? Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. How many children is down to follow me? Hold your head up, get your hands high. Don't you know the Lord is calling? Hold your head up, get your hands high. Don't you know Babylon is falling? You can run now, but you can't hide. Don't you know the Lord is calling? Hold your hands up, get your hands high. Don't you know the Lord is calling? Death lies in dirt roads and back streets. Blood stains from lost souls in hot heat. River flows from mom tears, she's been torn. Breastfed all of her kids to the firstborn. 7 seas rooted the trees to my church, and strong winds carried the breeze to my birth. And Lord knows it's been hard, I can't see and to maintain and work hard on these streets. I heard the streets calling, so I had to lend a hand to the one that's falling. Let them know I understand that the Lord is calling. So just keep your faith, you're still in the race. The main thing, you're still in this grace, so let's pray. Hold your head up, get your hands high. Don't you know the Lord is calling? Hold your head up, get your hands high. Don't you know Babylon is falling? You can run now, but you can't hide. Don't you know the Lord is calling? Hold your hands up, get your hands high. Don't you know the Lord is calling?
Years of dirt and years of hurt, it's a crying shame. Living that life of sin, then slander my name in the eyes of the Lord, who showed me love, who helped me survive in this world, and blessed me with my first son. Somehow I took the wrong path, allied with Satan, and now I have no idea of what I'll be facing when it's time to re-up for what I did. Been doing the devil's bidding since I was a kid, and now I'm looking for a way out, because I'm finally realizing that killing my kind is paid out. You had me hyped, you had me schooled, you had me thinking I was on top of the world, when really I was just that fool. You had me turn my back on my master. You promised me everlasting, and for that you's a dirty bastard. The longer can you fill my mind with lies and deceit? Cause right now I'm at peace, it's time to release my soul.
Hold your head up, get your hands high. Don't you know the Lord is calling? Hold your head up, get your hands high. Don't you know Babylon is falling? You can run now, but you can't hide. Don't you know the Lord is calling? Hold your hands up, get your hands high. Don't you know the Lord is calling? Just take a look around on these ghetto streets. Prepare your soul, cause the beast already been released. In full control, let me feast on our ghetto peeps. The young and old, death is dead, on the land we sleep. The world is cold, I hit my knees and begin to pray. And please, Lord, give me the strength to make it through the day. And have mercy on me, help me see the light. So I can one day too dwell in eternal life. And hold my hand, oh Lord, lead me through the storm. Cause hell been on my trail since my life was born. And we've been cursed since birth, back when you lost your son. And against all odds, let your will be done. Cause I believe in you. Hold your head up, get your hands high. Don't you know the Lord is calling? Hold your head up, get your hands high. Don't you know Babylon is falling? You can run now, but you can't hide. Don't you know the Lord is calling? Hold your hands up, get your hands high. Don't you know the Lord is calling? Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. How many children is gonna follow me? Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. How many children is down to follow me? Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. How many children is down to follow me? Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. How many children is down to follow me?
All right.
OG.
Now, OG Shankster, his brother, and our producer, McBeats, were on that in addition to myself. Last comment on the Jack and Jill. What we were not allowed to do was give an explanation of how your physical body can change in about 2 minutes with the technique called vector augmentation, which I was going to explain and demonstrate on anybody who wanted to get elevated from where they were to where they wanted to be. I never got an opportunity to do that, and nobody at this establishment got a chance to experience how much better their physical being can be with just a little bit of the trivalent understanding noetics. I wanted to give them that gift. I wanted to spread that gift to their children, because that's what I'm here basically to educate. I've been educating children since I was born. As a 5 or 6 year old, I'm educating my 4-year-old brother, my 3-year-old sister, and my 1-year-old sister. And I've been educating them until I left this country. along with educating almost all of the children in the neighborhood. There was always some class going on at the Woods house at 4351 St. Ferdinand. If it wasn't something to do with music, and I had all these instruments that I was playing. Okay,
Greetings,
Ulysses.
Ulysses. Good evening to you.
Oh. Yes, thank you, Woo Woo. That
Yes.
is a great topic, and we do
Yes.
need a lot of that. Real talk.
Ashe.
Real talk. But I would teach music, martial arts. I've been teaching martial arts since I've been about 12. Boxing, drill, marching, anything that I understood, I was there to teach. And everybody in my family understood that's what I was and that's what I was going to do. And I have been doing it my whole existence since I was brought into this reality. That's why I'm here. If the Lord says the same and the ancestors agree, we are ushering in the next stage of evolution of the human species. Once you are meta, which means you have gone through all three of the classes of the trivalent understanding noetics, you live a completely different existence than what you did beforehand.
If you practice the tools.
Yes. And you are, once you feel them in effect, you will practice them because you will understand that they make you a better person. You are a stronger person. You are a more intelligent person. You are a more reasonable person. You rest better. You focus on what you want to do better. And things that used to bother you now pay you no attention whatsoever. And these are all not promises. These are the results of understanding, then learning how you function. That is what we teach. And Woo Woo says correctly, it starts at home as well. It starts at home all the time, every time. If it's not there at home, children are going to look out and try to find it someplace else outside of the home. But it should be there. But again, this is the result of slavery that pink people wanted and expected, that our children would have this negative view of themselves, their parents, and everybody and thing that looked like them. It is the English language that teaches us black is bad and white is good. Even though we're not black, we're kind of brown, and pink people have never been white, they're pink. But again, basic truth escapes him. Basic understanding of this reality escapes him. And anybody like me who does understand this reality is a threat and a danger. And I am a threat and danger to pink people and Alkebulanese who have used pink people's teaching to overlord our own people and give them all those grapes of wrath to have to deal with. And this woman, this Sunday, saw her energy, her power, her focus decreasing. She couldn't stand it, even though she could find no real reason why all of this was going on. And she said so. It's what she thought. It wasn't what I said. It was what she felt. It was what she thought. And she didn't seem to think that was a problem. Okay. I must apologize. This is a shorter class than we normally do. Our podcast usually lasts an hour. This one's more like 45 minutes.
Hey, Doc. I got a question.
Good. Give me a question. Anybody else question? Call me.
Anybody else that has a question, you could type
Please.
it on the screen or call.
Type it on the screen.
You can actually call in on the number I'm about to put on the screen here.
Okay.
Where's the number?
Add logo, open source, lock, tie.
There you go.
Okay, there we go.
Call in at that number if you want to.
Yes, please.
But my question is, did this lady or anybody, or even the lady who invited you to this event that you guys were the guest speakers, performers at, apologize?
Dr. Susan Roebuck did apologize, and so did two other females apologize. They directed that apology for the hip hop trio, plus toward me, because I had gone back in to grab some things from the table, and at that time, that's when there was some apologies. Susan apologized before we left. Actually, she apologized more than one time. She apologized several times. She said she had no idea that this would be an issue.
I don't even, that we don't know what the issue is. Because what she said, I didn't say, and she said she didn't care whether I said it or not.
Yep.
And yet they sit up and listen to this person?
Yeah, they did.
Yet they follow this individual?
I called in the conference line, but there was no one there.
And there was
That sounds like Tom.
He said he called on the conference line. There's no one there. Can you call again right now, Tom?
Call back on the conference line?
Yeah, right now.
All right, hold on.
All right, we'll get you on there.
Still there,
So,
I think.
I apologize, my brother. I got carried away. Your question was?
Well, she answered it. They apologized, and the lady who brought y'all there.
Yes.
Paid y'all. Actually, y'all
Yes.
got paid to come there.
Yes.
And get interrupted by a minister in the audience, and this is not really a religious.
Who said after the interruption, I don't care if you didn't say what I thought you said.
There was a young lady that was standing not too far from her, and she said, as the lady started to walk away, she said, "Everything's okay. Everything is just fine." I looked at her in the eye and I said, "No, everything is not fine. This is not okay." And she repeated it twice. The third time, when she said it the third time, I looked at her and said it again. She dropped her head in shame because it made no sense to even make that comment. It was like she was trying to act as though we were supposed to pretend this didn't happen.
Yeah,
and
we
just
were supposed
leave.
to ignore.
We were leaving anyways.
We're supposed to ignore their leader.
Yeah.
Telling us straight up.
Yeah.
That not only did she feel offended, she was in a mood and a mindset to physically assault me. Now, that would have been a huge mistake because she does not understand. I have been fighting females my whole life. I got 9 sisters. I started fighting females when I was 1.
He doesn't mean that he abused females, because
No. I ain't about abusing females. It's about fighting my older sister.
He's talking about defending himself.
I'm talking about fighting female. I know what I'm talking about.
He doesn't fight me, so I'm just gonna put that out there.
I don't fight females as a rule, but I have no problem in doing it. None.
Doc, I think we got Tom Katowski on the line. What's up, Tom?
Oh, my boy.
Finally got through here.
There you go.
Hey,
Tom. Got the whole crew there, huh?
Yes, indeed, Tom. We're so glad that we got you here.
Well, thank you. What was your main topic tonight?
Believe it or not, my main topic tonight was we went to an edutainment experience Sunday out in Twinsburg. Jack and Jill organization. We were asked to go out there by Dr. Susan, what's her last name, baby?
Roebuck.
Roebuck, yes. Susan Roebuck, like Sears Roebuck. And her and her husband had been listening to our podcast and were really, really turned on by it. But when we went out there, one of their leaders, who was a minister to most of the people that were out there, and it was about 50, 60 folks out there in the rec center in Twinsburg, she got offended and stopped the performance and got up hollering and aggressively demanding that we not only stop but leave immediately. And she got the DJ to cut off our records and our music and so forth and so on. And after this occurred, and the doctor who had invited us out asked us to sit on the side and discuss this, she admitted that what she thought I said wasn't what I said. And everybody there told her it wasn't what he said. She said, I don't care.
Yep.
It was what I thought. Mm-hmm. Whether he said it or not. You made me think this, and that offended me. Now, I'm supposed to be conscious of offending what somebody's going to think? No. You don't humanistically ever expect anyone to do that. But this woman, this leader of the organization, did, and nobody stopped her from doing it, even though after she did it, and the DJ told us our spot was over and he was instructed not to play our rest of our stuff, after all of that was through, several people came and apologized to my wife and me about this totally senseless, totally emotional, almost physical assault this woman wanted to partake in on me. My wife had to come in between us because this woman jumped into a position where she was about 6 inches from my face.
This was called Jack and Jill?
Uh-huh.
Well, it's the Jack and Jill Erie Shores chapter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sounds like Jill is rolling down the hill there.
Yeah, it sounds like Jill wants the rest of everybody else to roll down the hill with her. Because she doesn't want her children having any understanding that she doesn't give them. She doesn't want these children to have any understanding that is out of line with what she has been teaching them from the Bible, I suspect. Not at all taking into account that the Roman Catholic Church has admitted to lying like a rug about that Bible. And the Pope, not the one that's present now, but the one was there before him, came out and told the world specifically, we lied. Yes, we knew Yeshua ben Joseph was a mixed race. We knew that most of the disciples were a mixed race. No, they were Alkebulanese, what most people call African. And that's where the religion came from.
So she was upset that you exposed her to critical thinking?
I suspect that was probably it, and she probably felt a certain degree of loss of power as a result of that.
Because she did shout out, I went to a HBU.
No, HBCU.
HBCU.
Like that was supposed to give her some sort of authority. Not at all recognizing, excuse me, woman, I went to Howard. Excuse me, I went to Harvard. Excuse me, I went to the top schools on this planet. And they all said, I knew more than they did. Harvard did. Howard did. University of Kentucky didn't want to, but they did anyway. And I helped run the medical center there in Lexington, Kentucky. She did not care. All she cared about was her own feelings being assaulted by understanding and knowledge she didn't have.
Well, maybe she should raise her son in a monastery where there's no one else could teach her son that.
Now, what I did not understand while this was all going on is that the vast majority of females who were teachers in this,
at least 10 of them
were her
in her congregation.
Yeah, they were her congregation members. She was their preacher. So
boy.
Yeah. They're apologizing us up one side and down the other, but they're apologizing for the woman that you're following.
Hey, Doc, you heard as soon as you said she was a preacher, Tom said, "Oh boy."
Uh-huh. Yes. Yes. I know where that old boy comes from.
I think that was a story in the Bible too, of the blind leading the blind.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. And they were both, and they are in a ditch right now. Woo-woo says everybody's not educated when it comes to playing their position. Absolutely. Education means that you are taught you. Training means you're taught a specific skill or a group of skills for a specific job. We are not educated. There is no educational system in the United States of America. No Child Left Behind has always been a training system. And that's what George W. Bush said about the standards of it. These are the standards that most employers want in their employees. They're training children. They're not educating them. Educating them would mean that they would teach them their own history. And that is what pink people have been avoiding for about, 2,000 years.
Well, we know the school system is by design to depress people what they really need to know.
Absolutely.
Well, they're ready to get rid of it now. They're ready to eliminate.
If the Lord says the same and the ancestors agree, I'm going to help them eliminate it. We're talking to some politicians and some others in D.C., my old running ground, about putting in some trivalent understanding noetics throughout the educational system for Americans. That's what we're looking at, Tom.
I'm sure you saw that film called The Indigo Children.
Yes, The Indigo. It was great film.
Yeah, so that's part of the issue. The people that are teaching,
yes,
the kids are suppressing their innate ability.
Yes, because unless they suppress it, they're not going to follow them. Woo-woo says, when is the next event? It's going to be in Columbus in September?
September. We'll put it back up.
We'll put it up on the board, woo-woo.
They'll probably have some more in between then.
We probably will.
We'll let you know.
We will.
Well, she'd probably be a customer for one of Elon's robots soon.
Absolutely. I ain't mad at that.
All right, well, anyways, I just thought I'd check in and see what you're up to.
Thank you so much for checking in and seeing what we're up to, Tom. I love you, my brother. Always have, always will.
Give it up.
Well, thank you.
Give it up for Tom Katowski.
Tom Katowski!
From the Healthy Referral Newspaper.
Healthy Referral.
Yes. Hey, Tom, question. Do you have any questions or anything for Doc on what we talked about or anything in general?
Just did.
Well, I know you're getting near the end of the show here, so I'll keep it short.
Uh-huh.
What? This is a kind of it's a spur of the moment question.
Come on.
If you had to, maybe you've already said this before, but boil down your total philosophy in 30 seconds.
My philosophy allows you to see the God within you. It allows you to see the aspects of the Most High that are part of your being, and not only see them, access them, use them. The stuff that we do every day, and my wife can co-sign this, people think are amazing, unbelievable, and nobody can do what we do every day. But we live this way because this is the way meta is. I don't age like most people age. I'm damn near 80, and I don't act like an 80-year-old. This was talked about extensively throughout most of my latter history. But these are the things that God, the Most High, wants human beings to understand and envelop. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm saying these things. And that's why these things are getting not just picked up. I'll be on the Wall Street Journal when, baby?
You mean
In the Wall Street Journal.
yes, Wall Street Journal. I'm trying to remember the
Marquise is going to be putting me in the Marquise Journal. It's going to be in the fall. I'm going to be on the Wall Street Journal. Marquise, who says I'm who's who for 25, 26. Anybody who don't know that, you're late. In the United States of America, Marquise who's who, who's been saying who's who since 1899, says in the United States of America, in this past year, I was the who's who.
Like I said, it's more than the who's who, is who knows.
Yeah. That's my board, publications board, and they're putting me in all sorts of other stuff. They say.
So one last question. Let's say you printed 50,000 trivalent understanding newspapers. Who would you want them to go to?
Politicians.
That's the first thing that popped into my spirit was politicians. But no, religious leaders, politicians, religious leaders, and every parent, anybody who has a child. If you have a child in education of the United States of America educational system, one of the requirements should be that you go to at least 3 classes in the trivalent understanding noetics, so you understand how humanity functions. Because otherwise, you don't. You just don't. They didn't.
Yes, I remember. I remember years ago, I went to the Maharshi School in Fairfield, Iowa. A friend of mine who coached tennis there, and they meditate. They meditate twice a day, the whole campus in a big dome.
I've heard that.
And they play a special music. There's a radio station plays music called Gandharva Ved, which is simply it tunes your body to the frequencies of the day.
Yes, that's a blessing.
So what basically what you're getting to is what the Vedic philosophy shows the unified field.
Yes.
So they call it the unified field.
Yes.
They call it the unified field.
Yes, I am very familiar with the unified field. I'm very familiar with Vedic philosophy. Believe it or not, we were looking at a program on Vedic philosophies right before we came here to do this. We do a lot of stuff from India.
My friend came to Cleveland. He talked to the principal of an elementary school. They were going to incorporate silent meditation, and the school board shot down the idea.
Of course, yeah, it takes away power from them, and it unfortunately gives human minds an edge, an advantage, a way to function that they do not control.
That you said it all right there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you again. If you send me, you could always, like we did a special issue for Althea Gibson.
Yes, sir.
If you find the right sponsor, you could have a special trivalent issue.
I got. Well, believe it or not, I'm talking to 2 right now. We need this week to finish up some conversations, and as soon as that is done, I'm calling you, Tom.
Okay, I've heard of Jack and Jill before, but sounds like the Jack and Jill needs to take a course in the unified field given by your company.
Yes, they definitely do. Unfortunately, the best thing again that I tell everybody, and I'm going to repeat it as long as I got breath in my lungs. The best thing that happened this Sunday is that nobody who attended that thing is ever going to consider that ordinary, regular, run-of-the-mill. Everybody had, through the chaos and all the stuff that eventuated, it marked what we did as unique. And everybody's going to hold that memory of that event in their spirits for the rest of their existence.
Yeah. Did OG come and sing a little bit too?
No,
do the rap?
No, it was just a hip hop trio.
Okay.
But we did. We got the song that we did. They only let us do one song. This is the world we live in. But we rap in that. I rapped in that. My wife rapped in that. Shelly Kay rapped in that. And but again, before we ever started the performance, I explained to the audience that their children don't listen. Their children have never learned to listen. We learned to listen because we didn't have no televisions. We listened to a radio. We made images of Amos and Andy, Guiding Light, A Search for Tomorrow. That's how we grew up, making images for the sounds we heard from the radio. That is called listening. Our children have never had that experience. When they were born, there were televisions, smartphones, computers, and there was always images to sounds. They never had to create images with their spirits for the sounds.
Well, I hope cursive writing and reading a book does not go out of style, because that's you need to have that.
Well, unfortunately, books are going very much that same way. That's why we got all these audios out now. They're not allowing you to read the words. They don't want you to read the words. They just want you to hear.
I have a big problem with them. Marcia's grandson goes to Twinsburg, and I said, let's go to the bookstore and get a couple books. He said, I don't read. I said, what do you mean you don't read? I just look it up online, or I watch a video.
Exactly.
I said, what? I said you have to read.
No, he doesn't. Not anymore. Nope.
That's not good.
Oh, but hold on just 1 second.
You see the time?
Because I saw the time. It's 9:08.
Okay, I'll hang up.
Hold on. Let me finish this. Okay, I did an engagement, believe it or not, with OG at a school, and noticed then, and I talked to the children about their problem with listening, and I noticed that this guy who was a student there wasn't listening to a word that came out of my mouth until I got up on stage and started performing. And soon as I got up on stage and started performing, the same guy who wasn't paying any attention whatsoever, when I was 1 foot away from him, now that I'm up on stage, he is watching everything that comes out of my mouth. He is, that is the one thing that today's children do listen to, is music. But hold on. Go to Deuteronomy, 31st chapter, 16th verse. God is talking to Moses, and God is telling Moses what's going to happen to the chosen of Israel. And God is telling Moses that they're going to get in this new land that I take them to. They're going to be very successful. They're going to forget about me. They're going to start worshiping other gods. They're going to start screwing other people. They're going to, and when that happens, a people from far, far away will come in ships to take them away with yokes of iron around their neck. Their children will be given away to others. They will be starving. They say it specifically. They will be hungry. They will be thirsty, and no one will attend to that. God basically described the Atlantic slave passage and what happened after that. And then he said, when these same people remember who and whose they are, I will make them powerful beyond any people on the planet, and all people will come to them for leadership and advice. That's what's happening right now. But God said, when that happens, Moses, I want you to teach him a song. God knew the power of music. God knew that they would still be reachable and teachable through the things that I've been trained in since I was 8 years old. Music.
All right. Well, I'll let you get going. Thank you for the Sermon on the Mount.
Thank you so much, Tom, for calling.
I'll leave you with one humorous thing.
Come on, tell me.
Mel Brooks is the waiter at the Last Supper.
Yes, he is. I love it.
He comes in. He says, "Now let's see. Will that be separate checks for everybody, or all on one?"
I saw that. That was History of the World.
Yeah. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it was hilarious as hell, but I love Mel Brooks anyway. I will watch anything he's in or anything he directs because he directs stuff. Tom, thank you for calling.
All right.
I'm trying to get out of Dodge.
Tom Katowski, Healthy Feral newspaper.
Whoa. Before we go, I want to.
All right.
Before we go, I want to say to Woo Woo, Happy Mother's Day to you as well. I don't know if you're a mother yet, but I appreciate the greeting.
No, Woo Woo is a male, is a guy.
Oh, my husband told me it was a female, so that's why I thought okay, Woo Woo, apologize, but thank you so much.
Thank you so much,
brother.
Woo Woo. And now can we? We're at the end of our show, and we now wish you peace, which stands for proper education.
Always corrects errors.
Mm-hmm. It do, y'all.
Well, I am tired a little bit differently. I'm dressed as Baba Amwa. If you would like more of your own understanding, like, share, and subscribe.
Yes.
And go to the sites that we have listed around us. The Most High is good.
And the ancestors are kind.
Thanks
for having us on your minds.
Peace.